Let Imisi be on your team and depend on her to win. You go fail. What do Imisi do for you guys? It's not die. What did she play? Try it now. Maybe you believe in Imisi, put her in a serious game. You go see she games. You judge individual performance and they always perform. Wait now. Yes or no? Yeah. We did yesterday. Imisi wasted time and I was still the fastest. We won that round. I'm telling you, she's a threat to my success. And I see Imisi is a threat to my success. If I see Imisi like this, see, I would prefer to have a two-man team and delete her than to have her on my team. I swear. Yes, she's creative. But see, she's creative, yes. But she's not disciplined. You cannot depend on someone that is not disciplined.
But that girl has her strength. And she's trying.
But she's always on serious. She should limbo. She went backwards twice. Oh God.
Oh my God. This beef between Imisi and Faith is actually going wild. It's actually becoming more intense than I thought. I was thinking Imisi was the one that was having more beef towards Faith. Now I realize that the beef is actually very mutual. Because this morning, housemates were just gisting. You know, they talked about their travel beta tax they had yesterday. And unfortunately, Imisi's team won. Like from nowhere, Faith started dragging Imisi, telling Kola, okay, say you believe in Imisi. Put her in your team and depend on her. You will fail. And Kola was saying, I believe in Imisi. Faith kept saying, try it. Put her in a serious game and see if she's not going to fail. Put Imisi in a serious game. Every time she plays a game, she's either Oriental A, Oriental. It's like, so Faith is literally telling Kola that Imisi cannot be trusted when it comes to game. Place Imisi is good at a creative part of games. That if you put Imisi in a very serious game, that she will not do well. She will fail woefully. And I'm so happy that housemates were like, Faith, relax. Everybody have their own strength. You cannot always win. Everybody has their own strength. Just the way Faith broke down the other day when they had their cool gate task. Because he did not do well. The task was not his strength. He did not perform well there. See the way he was dragging Imisi, saying that Imisi cannot be relied on in a serious game. You know, that Imisi is always on serious in task. Blah, blah. Like, he had a lot of things to say. The one that now shocked me was when he was saying that, regardless of what happened yesterday, Imisi, he was still the fastest in one of the games. Imisi is a threat to his success. If he sees Imisi like this, he would prefer to have a two-man team and delete her than have Imisi on his team. I'm like, okay, Faith, what's going on? Which one is Imisi is a threat to your success? I don't understand this beef. Faith was literally downplaying Imisi's effort in task, but he's praising himself, saying that himself is always doing well in tasks, he's always putting in an effort. I'm like, okay, Faith. This issue between Faith and Imisi has actually grown so serious. It has gotten so serious that Faith is saying that he will not want to have Imisi in his team. Honestly speaking, I like Faith as a person. I like his gameplay in that house, but this one he said does not make any sense because Faith and Imisi have been in a team couple of times and they've won some sponsor tasks together as a team. See him like, I'm actually very surprised that Faith feels the need to like condescend and say really mean things about Imisi to prove a point. Imisi might not be the most athletic, she might not be like the most outspoken person, but when it comes to tax, she does well. Like, Imisi does well. She's creative, she's smart, she puts in her effort. And I love how Kola was defending Imisi. He was telling Faith, you need to calm down. And Faith kept saying that in every tax, I do the best, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Oga, but you've not won all the tax in the house now. You've not won all the tax in the house. And even the whole tax Faith was dragging Imisi about yesterday, it was still their team that won it. Abby. So I don't understand the reason why Faith feels the need to drag Imisi. And the funny thing is, Imisi is even dragging is busy sleeping. I understand they were friends. I understand they used to be very close, but they've had a lot of issues. But Faith clearly trying to underplay Imisi's performance in tax is very, very unreasonable. It doesn't make any sense. Imisi has won a lot of tax back to back, and she did not just win all by herself. It was a team effort. Individually, Imisi's putting her effort when it comes to tax. She does not play when it comes to tax. So first dragging Imisi, saying that Imisi cannot be relied on. Imisi is unserious. You cannot rely on a serious person. I'm like, okay, Faith, wrap it up. I know you people have unsettled beef. I really don't understand Faith's beef towards Imisi this morning because the tax they were talking about is travel better. Imisi's team won. Faith is still claiming that, oh, it was the fastest. Okay, you were the fastest. Did you win? Imisi that you were dragging, they still won the task because they won because they put in more effort. So what is now this whole back and forth? The one that made me laugh is saying that, oh, Imisi is only good at Oriental A, Oriental this one, that one. Even the Oriental A, Oriental which is Indomie noodles, She still won it. Imisi team, I remember Imisi and Koyin were in a group that day. They both won it. So why is Faith dragging Imisi? So I don't understand why Faith feels the need to drag Imisi. You are smart, you are intelligent, you are brilliant, we know that, but that doesn't mean you know everything. Just the way Imisi does not know everything. Imagine calling Imisi a threat to your success. Anyway, whether Faith says it or not, Imisi is a contender. She's a strong competitor in that house. So I understand if Faith said that Imisi is actually a threat. She is literally a threat. Yeah, she is indeed a threat.
Don't do that. You don't even know the owner.
Oh, hey, it's not for you. Let's put it back. You don't know.
Why do you put this thing?
Breakfast.
What nonsense?
Oh my goodness, what is going on between Koyin and Dede's friendship? We all know that Dede came back to the house yesterday and Koyin has been giving attitude, even though they both had a conversation, but the conversation was not given. It was looking one-sided. And this morning, for the very first time in a long while, Koyin made breakfast and did not include Dede. I was shocked. Early in the morning when they were preparing, dressing up, Dede asked Koyin, how many eggs do you have? And he said he has up to 13 eggs. And Dede said, wow. She acted really surprised and said, wow, we are enjoying, And Kola said, like, we? Do you mean I am enjoying? I'm like, okay, Koyin, what's going on? Koyin went downstairs, made toast, made this yummy looking toast with cheese, egg and pepper. And he served himself. He only made for himself. You all know how Dede can be now. Always, princess treatment. She went upstairs, dressed up, looking up pretty, came downstairs to come and eat breakfast as usual. And when she came there, she saw one toast on the plate. And she immediately went there and took it. Koyin was like, what's going on? You did not even ask me who the toast was for. And Dede was shocked. Dede was like, is it not for me? He kept quiet. Dede kept asking, is the toast not for me? He now later said, okay, eat. Dede understood what was going on. She later dropped the toast and, moved away. She later dropped the toast, went around the kitchen and came back and asked Koyin, what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat for breakfast? And Koyin ignored her. To even make it more serious, Koyin went ahead and ate that toast. The one Dede took a bite from. Koyin went ahead and ate it. Wow. Isabella has done wonders. Just these 2-3 days that Dede left the house, things has changed. Wow. To the extent of Koyin now making breakfast for himself and not including his friend. Anyways, last night nobody bring anybody come that house. But it's not interesting to see that Koyin can actually make breakfast all for himself without including Dede. Dede was so surprised. She felt bad about it, but Dede now, she will not really show emotions. When she was leaving, she started smiling. It must be nice though. Even Mensa said, what kind of question is that? Mensa was not happy that why would you come downstairs and be asking another person, where is my breakfast? Didn't you make my own? Didn't you make breakfast for me? What am I going to eat? Mensa was like, what kind of question is that? So all man for themselves. Koyin. I never knew a day like this would come. Dede, you have to learn to survive. It's looking like baby girl era has come to an end. And even Kola on the other hand does not even send Dede when it comes to food. He does not send Dede at all. In fact, he already ate this morning. Midday and Bright made macaroni and he ate. He's more bothered about what he himself and Imisi will eat because he got spaghetti, he ate the spaghetti and they kept Imisi's own aside. Because he does not care about whatever they will eat. They need to brace up and, and start fending for herself because bestie, Oga Koyin no send anybody again. But at the end of the day, it is a game and everybody will have to put themselves first. I'm actually very surprised. Well, let me know what you think about Imisi and Faith. One thing I like in all of this is Faith and Imisi's beef for each other are now very mutual. I used to think that Imisi is the only person that has grudge towards Faith. But listening to what Faith said about Imisi this morning, it shows that both of them are in the same group chat. So all the best to both of them.